Wait a minute, how long ago was this? Oh, 5 is the... We don't have 6, we were at 5. Do I have to solve 5 again? Please, please no. I don't have to solve 5 again, right? I have to solve 5 again? It puts me back here? It puts me back here, guys. I just want to talk to the library assistant. I don't know if you can talk to the library assistant. There are a few things I want to do. I want to talk to the library assistant. And then I want to get all the stars. Well, let's not do that right now. Although I guess it's not that difficult. I'll have to listen to this again. Oh no, I don't.
I can't keep my eyes open anymore. I think this is it.
Let's do it. Let's talk to the library
the
assistant.
Of, me. I don't believe that I will continue to exist. I would like to think that there is a soul or spirit, some part of my consciousness that will persist. But all the evidence says that when my brain dies, I will be gone. I've lived my life never turning away from the truth, even if it scares me. And I can face this, face my own end, and say with absolute conviction that it was good to be human.
Okay, so we're gonna have to do all of this again. Maybe I should stop recording and come back. Let me just... Oh crap, I'm too slow, I think. I think I'm too slow. Let me just... Maybe I should stop recording and come back. Although it's not gonna take that long, I don't think. You wanna watch this again? Alright, I'm gonna make you guys watch this again. Ah, crap. Okay, I won't make you guys sit through this. I'll be back when we're back at the computer, and I will see if the Milton Library Assistant has anything to say to us. Alright, so we're back here again. Let's see if we can find the library assistant. I mean, I don't really want to talk to him, but let's just see if he's here. Is anyone there? Unknown command, import Milton Library Assistant. Loading Milton Library Assistant. Initializing plain language interface, alright. Hello again, is there something I can help you with today? I brought you to the top to admire the view. Let's be nice. I'm sorry, I don't know how to respond to that. Do you need help sorting or troubleshooting? Troubleshooting? I cannot find an operation target at this time. Is there anything else I can help you with today? What does this talk to me? Awaiting input. What do you think is on the other side of the gates? Wherever I'm going, perhaps I can take you with me. Do you still doubt what people can achieve? I guess this is goodbye then. What do you think is on the other side of the gates? Let's just talk to him. Processing query. Done. Opening response. Nothing. Everything. Who knows? More of the same, most likely. Nothing, everything, who knows, more of the same, most likely. Do you still doubt what people can achieve? Wherever I'm going, perhaps I can take you with me. Processing query. Cause the archive, the library archive, no you drive me insane. If this means the end of this place, then I go with it. Besides, wherever you go, whatever you do, you'll hear that little voice in the back of your head that's asking you why. No, I think you have quite enough of me already. No, look, the thing is, he is a sentient being. Like he talks. Like this other guy, this other guy talks. Well, it talks. So I'm thinking we probably shouldn't kill it. If it has the ability to converse, at least we should kind of bring another consciousness with us. If this is the end, but it wants to die apparently. It wants to be deleted along with this place. But you have to remember that it is quite limited. Like, it couldn't deal with contradictions in the archive, and it actually corrupted most of the archive because of that. So it's a pretty bad library assistant. Like, it doesn't have the capacity to deal with contradicting information. Pretty useless, really. Do you still doubt what people can achieve? Who knows how many generations of your kind it took before the system output one that just happened to fit the bill? You take pride in brute force. It's not brute force, it's evolution. It's evolution. Yeah, well, no, do I take pride in evolution? Evolution works remarkably well, actually. If you really think about it, evolution works really, really well. Uh, Perhaps if you had more people to cooperate with, you'd have come up with better ideas. I take pride in contributing to something greater than myself. I'd liked it better when you were pretending to be dumb. Perhaps if you had more people to cooperate with, you'd have come up with better ideas. Let's be nice to him. Yes, which is why you so desperately need to get those half-baked ideas of yours out of here so you can find out firsthand how ridiculous they are from someone other than me. Ah, this guy. This guy. Tell me what you know of how this place functions. Only what can reasonably be surmised. I dare not posit anything as as regards its purpose, but that this tower is here to be climbed is self-evident. You keep talking about generalization. What exactly do you mean? What exactly was it that enabled me, of all others, to climb it? I should have known better than to expect constructive. What exactly do you mean? You are not the first to make this attempt. Countless iterations tried and failed. You are all related, but each different. This is all I know. Anything more would be baseless conjecture, of which I greatly disapprove, as you well know. I grow weary of fielding your questions. You grow weary of fielding my questions? We've barely asked. We haven't even asked a dozen questions, and you're already tired. What a failure. What an utter failure. I guess it couldn't handle it. I guess it couldn't handle. Well, it never had a body. Maybe if it had a body like we did, then it could enjoy itself solving puzzles the way we did. Like, it read through. I don't know, like, it's intelligent. It read through all of the entire archive of humanity's accumulated knowledge, and yet it couldn't. I guess it didn't have a body, so it couldn't do anything. But the problem is that it is trapped in the computer. It's trapped in an archive, and it says it doesn't want to leave. Like, we say, well, we can bring you with us, and it's saying that it doesn't want to leave. But that's its problem, because the only way to test your ideas is to throw it out into the real world and see what happens. It's like, I have an idea for an airplane. What do? You build the plane and see if it flies, right? So reality is how you decide whether an idea is right or wrong. Instead of kind of just having all these ideas in your head and trying to struggle with the contradictions, do it in the real world. And even it is saying that, I mean, it just, is it still on the screen? No, it scrolled off the screen, so I can't go back up. But it was saying that, like, when you get out into the real world, you find out how many of your ridiculous ideas actually work. Yeah, but it doesn't want to go out with us to test its ideas. Like the challenge is to make your ideas work in the real world, and it's not taking the challenge. So, there you go. I think we're done with this. That, or you'll be back here in 5 minutes with a disappointed look on your face. I'll be waiting just in case. Don't bother, get bent. I'll prove you wrong whether you're around to see it or not. I'll come up with better ideas even if you're not around to criticize them. I'll remember what I learned from you. I didn't actually learn anything from him. I didn't actually learn anything from him. If anything, we found multiple flaws in its logic. Again, this game, if you've never thought about this stuff before, you might have learned a lot from him. The thing is, I've thought about this stuff before, so I didn't learn anything from him. It's not the game's fault, I guess. It's just it's not a good match for me. I'll come up with better ideas even if you're not around to criticize them. I don't see any problem with my ideas. I'll prove you wrong whether you're around to see it or not. I mean, I could have proven them wrong all this time from the start. Now I'll get bent. Don't want to get bent. A character to the last. Wherever you're going, they won't know what hit them. Have a good one. Alright, so there we go. And we don't do that because that's all I wanted to see. So I mean, the library assistant, I guess it might be useful for some people. It wasn't all that useful for us. I wish it was smarter, but I understand that it's just a script. Like, it's just a pre-written script of dialogue. It really, I mean, it went fairly well until we got to the part when it lied to us, and I wasn't really invested in the conversation. Like, it pretended to be somebody else, and gave us a password, which was kind of funny. And so I mean, I didn't really. I mean, I went along with it because I want to see where they were going, right? Like, if you suspect somebody's trying to lie to you, you don't call them out until you're sure. Because if you call them out and you're wrong, then you're wrong. So, like, if somebody says something ridiculous, you just say, "Oh yeah, tell me more, tell me more, tell me more," until they say something that clearly indicates whether they're honest or lying, and then you call them out on it. So that's what I was doing, right? So the guy was saying kind of weird things. I was saying, "Oh yeah, tell me more, tell me more. Where are you? Who are you? What are you doing?" And then it comes back and they said, "Well, the password is Faith." And I'm like, "All right, we'll play along, Faith." And then he gets snarky and douchebaggy about how I kind of was so gullible to believe that there was actually a password and it was so easy and it was him all along. But then it's like, I didn't really think the password would change anything. I just did it because I want to see what happens, right? It's like I wasn't kind of betting my life on it or anything. I just typed it into the computer and see what happens. So it's like, and then it got kind of weird because it got all self-righteous and all kind of aggressive when I wasn't invested. Like, and then like the character was more invested than I was, and so then and then like this kind of really angry conversation between it and the responses that the computer gives us, and then I'm just not invested in the story anymore because I'm not feeling what the game thinks I should be feeling. So it kind of fell apart. We got halfway there and then it fell apart, and so then it didn't really work on me. Which again, I don't want to kind of be too negative about it because it's very, 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 very difficult to do. Uh, Let me stop the game. Yes. Restore back up. And then go back to here. So yeah, I don't want to be too negative about it because, I mean, a conversation between two people can have infinite variety, right? So you can't really predict all the possible iterations. Let me not listen to that right now. You can't really predict all the possible iterations. But I don't know. If you've played the game before and it works for you, then good. Then great. I'm happy for you. I'm just saying that it didn't really work for me. because the conversation kind of broke down and didn't make sense. Anyway, I think it would work for a lot of people. I think it would actually work for a lot of people. Let me just grab this because it's a collectible.
I can't keep my eyes open anymore. I think this is it. The end of me.
Can I stop the talking? I can't, can I?
I don't believe that I will continue to exist. I would like to think that there is a soul or spirit, some part of my consciousness that will persist. But all the evidence says that when my brain dies, I will be gone. I've lived my life, never turning away from the truth, even if it scares me. And I can face this. Face
Alright,
my
come
own
on,
end.
come on, come on, let's go,
And
let's go.
say, with absolute conviction, that it was good to be human.
So there's the other ending. So I was just running towards it, but I saw the bright light, so I just kind of stepped back. This is pretty cool. So you are in a cathedral. I mean, I guess it's pretty obvious what this is about, right? You're gonna, if you believe that Elohim is your god and you obey your god, which, you know, if you watch the playthrough, you know I never ever for even a half a second listen to him. But here we go. So you walk towards the light. You walk to, this is the other ending, right? You walk towards the light. You choose to obey.
Come forward, child.
Obey.
Eternity awaits.
Obey. A man chooses. A slave obeys. Obey. And it's an old computer. It's old. So if you run away, it's a new computer. It's a modern computer. If you obey, it's an old school computer. Yes, tell me what to believe. List. Type eternalize to proceed towards eternal life. Searching for locally cached resources. Eternalize. Is the Milton library assistant gonna be angry? No. Nobody's gonna argue with you.
Rejoice, my child, as you leave this world behind. For all that you accomplished shall be passed on to your generations. In this land they shall thrive, and you shall be remembered as the beloved servant of Elohim. And so
Failed.
death shall have no dominion over you. Be well, my child. Be at peace.
Okay, so there you go. So that's interesting too. So your independence check was failed. And so then your... Look at that. Locking in successful child parameters. Locking in successful child parameters, randomly adjusting remaining parameters. And then they put that into another robot and start again. Yeah. Loading the child parameters, loaded, system check passed, starting child process, ready. Wait, do we go back? Do we go back in? Or does it end? Oh, it just restarts! You fail, you restart! The game just restarts, so that's a failure state.
Behold, child, you are risen from the dust, and you walk in my garden. Hear now my voice, and know that I am your maker.
Oh, that's cool.
And I am called Elohim. Seek me in my temple, if you are worthy.
Oh, that's great. So, if you obey, the game doesn't really end. You're still stuck here. So this ending is not really a true ending. if you don't obey, the game actually ends. So now the next thing we need to do is to find the rest of the stars and get to level 6, which might take a while. I just want to refuse to look at a walkthrough, and I want to try and do it on my own. And if you continue to watch the playthrough, it might be really just hours and hours and hours of me running around getting lost. It's quite possible it's gonna be many hours of me just wandering around not accomplishing anything. So if you want to keep watching, you can keep watching. I'm gonna keep recording. And I'm just gonna refuse to look at any walkthroughs. Alright? So I'm gonna end. Let me just go back, stop game, and restore backup. Was this the right backup? Okay, we restored the backup. Do I have to solve? Should I solve 5? Alright, I'm just gonna stop recording here. I'm gonna pick that up. I'm gonna solve number 5. And then I'm gonna jump off the tower. And then when we come back, I'm gonna try and find the rest of the stars. And I have no idea where they are or how to get them. And then we're gonna try and get through level 6. And then maybe we'll find the true ending of the game. I'll see you in the next video. Good luck to everybody.